Morning traders, it's Peter Thompson, Senior Mentor of 1 Billion Signals, sponsored by Merit Forex. It's Monday. It's been a while since our last video, guys, but it's unbelievable what's going on between Russia and Ukraine. The events last week with the US unemployment rate. So let's get started because the video is gonna be again long and full of news, full of information, and a lot of analysis. World continues with the sanctions over Russia, which, in my opinion, hits big time the Russian economy, and reflecting immediately on their economy in order to stop them invading Ukraine. It's a matter of time to see what's going to happen. I'm not taking any side. I'm just here to analyze what's going on. And in my personal opinion, I would never, to be honest, support any situation like this, just because it's definitely not cool to have wars, to die, people to die, and etc. But it's unbelievable what kind of impact is putting on the market. So measures are hit hardly by the events. As you can see on the chart in front of you, Euro US dollar is plummeting, which you can see on the indices. The world indices, S&P, DAX, Nasdaq, FTSE, also UK, the UK index. It's absolutely crazy. So this is putting normal to see the majors reacting like this, considering the sell-off of the American indices. You know, the correlation is usually it's the same, like when the US indices are going down, the demand for dollar is going up. That's pushing the majors going down. But what's going on the market? Bank of Canada lifts the interest rates to 0.5% from 0.25 last week, which put a lot of pressure on the Canadian dollar. USDCAD, we're going to take a look in a minute. US unemployment rate shows better levels last Friday than before, reaches 3.8% from 4% unemployment rate in US to 3.8, which is a kind of relief for the labor market in United States. US the major topic right now is planning to ban Russian oil import, which is just sent the crude oil prices to $130 per barrel. Unbelievable. This is going to put a lot of pressure on the inflation as well, because when the crude oil is going up, the transportation costs are going up, and the inflation is going up as well. Quick reminder, Federal Reserve is yet to release the interest rates next week. Powell says, considering the talking about inflation, Powell says they need to see low inflation and low unemployment rate, and he even believed that the inflation is temporary, not anymore. And watching what's going on, the unemployment rate is getting better, but not the inflation at all. We can see spiking inflation in the next couple of months, considering the price of the crude oil, if we don't see any correction of the crude oil to the downside, which I highly doubt. We are not gonna see correction. $130 is very, very high price for the crude. And I think the correction is going to be bad, definitely. And for the buyers who are buying crude oil right now, you have to be very, very careful and conservative. ECB interest rate decision is going to be released on Thursday. This Thursday, this is going to happen 12:45 GMT. We don't have many events on in the beginning of the week. Monday we have practically nothing. Tuesday as well. Wednesday we have only crude oil inventories. Thursday is interest rates from ECB. Initial jobless claims, important event for the labor market in US, and inflation report. That's huge for US on Thursday, 1:30 p.m. GMT. The inflation, to be honest, we've been expecting to see the inflation going down before the US-Russia conflict, but not anymore. With $130 per barrel of crude oil, definitely we can see the inflation is getting even higher. Friday we have gross domestic product in UK, 7 a.m. GMT, not volatile whatsoever, and European Union leaders summit, 10 a.m. let's see what's gonna happen. So let's take a look at the charts. Euro US dollar in front of us, 1.0874. Unbelievable, absolutely breaking out the support level 1.1123. I'm moving this one immediately to a new support level 1.1122. That's huge, guys. For 5 days, 350 pips. That's definitely huge, which is what it says to me, a lot of opportunities. We can even see very nice short opportunities on the euro US dollar. We gotta be careful. We have to be extra careful by taking buy trades here, because we definitely have this support level broken, but the events will show the direction of the market. GBPUSD, still we have visible, I would say, support level, moving this level to a new support. I'm marking 1.3161 as support level. GBP is performing much better than the euro US dollar right now. If you take a look the last couple of days, we have just 190, how does it sound? Just 190 pips drop. 1.3212 is the current price of the GBP USD. Sharp spike to the upside to test the resistance 1.3352 is absolutely possible. I would say that's normal, considering Great Britain left the European Union and they're not having such an impact on their currency like whole Europe and the euro US dollar. So that I would consider as a benefit of this leave of UK leaving the European Union. Australian USD 0.7411 is the current price. We have a resistance level here. Take a look, it's here as well, exactly the same situation. 260 pips pushed to the upside. Now bear in mind, Australia is pretty far from the world. If I would say that, at least pretty far from what's happening right now in Ukraine. New Zealand the same. So such a price action on their currencies is absolutely normal. 0.7411 Australian and New Zealand dollars are just going up. New Zealand, it's a little bit slower, but exactly the same. It's kind of crazy how the situation has twisted almost overnight, just for 2 weeks, week and a half. And from majors, the full focus on the majors. Right now we are getting fully focused on Australian and New Zealand dollar as potential trading opportunities on the forex market specifically, but that's life. we can do nothing about it than to adapt. USD Canadian, we've seen a lot of volatility recently. USD Canadian is trying to find direction exactly because of the crude oil. We've been talking about it so many times. I'm jumping on the crude oil to show you what the hell is going on. Almost $130, $127.50, whatever. The market is opening with a huge over the weekend gap, almost $10 per barrel. That's insane, and it's absolutely normal, considering the US plans to ban the Russian oil import. The demand is going up, supply is going significantly down, obviously, and Russia is taking advantage out of it, because this is one of their strengths, to have a control over the crude oil, over the gas prices as well. Many people are asking me about the gas. In my opinion, it's highly volatile. I do not like extremely volatile markets. I do love volatility, but definitely not extreme volatility, because in such a cases, yes, we can make a hell lot of money insanely fast, but at the same time, you know, we can lose a lot of money, and it's not stable whatsoever. Imagine if we see tomorrow morning a positive news about the conflict, which I really hope so. We are going to see the crude oil tanking to the downside with easily with $20-30 per barrel. If you buy onto 130 dollars per barrel, if you buy here now, just think about it, what kind of situation you're gonna be you're going to be in. So it's absolutely crazy, and I'm not touching the crude oil. I am even going to looking for a heavy short on the crude oil prices. We talked about it. We need to see confirmation like this one here, not just shorting because the price is super high. Doesn't make any sense. So that's why I've been waiting to see what the crude oil is gonna do. The same time, USD Canadian is not moving, which is pretty interesting because when the crude goes up, Canadian dollar is supposed to go up, and USDCAD to test at least 1.2623, which is not happening. If you take a look, the recent days, it's just going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, going in an almost tight range here between 1.28 round number and 1.2650, which I would simply wait to see which direction USD CAD has to take, because US dollar taken very huge upside correction. We've seen US dollar is gaining a lot of strength, and this is what's happening. Canadian dollar is going up because of the crude oil. USD is going up because of the S&P 500 short sellers and the selling pressure on the US indices, and this is what's happening. Just the USD Canadian is not moving. When the US goes up, Canadian dollar goes up as well. This is what you see in front of you, just absolute mess. I'm not touching USD Canadian for now, waiting to see any clear direction. USD Swiss is absolutely the same, sleeping. Just take a look, total mess. It's not even necessary to discuss the chart. It's just total mess. Up down, absolutely in a very big range. Even though I love you trading USD Swiss franc, now definitely is not the best moment to do so. USD Japan, the last currency pair, absolutely similar like USD Swiss, taken into consideration the recent price action since the last 2 months. Just the price tried to create an uptrend. Some people are telling me that it is an uptrend, but you have to be insanely careful. Just take a look what's going on at the end of the chart. Just the price is trying to push higher, creating lower highs with higher lows as well. Keeping this boundary is 115.50, 114.70. Just take a look how clearly respect this level. So that's why USD Japanese, you should be very careful as well. Bitcoin is with 15% decline since last week. Also, many people are asking me about what's going on with the cryptos. I'm definitely not relying on the crypto currency market because we've been expecting interest rates next week from Fed. I mentioned that on my previous videos, that we've seen the correlation between cryptos and American indices bigger and bigger, and if this is true, and if this correlation continues keeping going up, we are going to simply see if American indices drops down further. We are going to see the cryptocurrency markets going down as well. So simply speaking, the interest rates are going to put a lot of pressure on the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market in general. So that's it for today, guys. Really hope you enjoyed these videos. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share us and like us on the social medias. That's how you're helping our YouTube channel to grow. Appreciate it in advance. If you want to reach me, you know how to do so. Have a very profitable week. If you have any questions, more than welcome. Have fun and make money. Bye.